Oh, wow, okay. Allison here for Black Cat Scraps. This is the coffee technique, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun, I mean it. Seriously, 100%. Okay, 99% fun. Okay, 98. Alright, you caught me. It's not fun at all. Turn the video off. Just stop it right now. Okay, stop. So I got some motivation to do a card, and I kind of already started it. And this is sort of what it's kind of looking like already. But what I'm going to do is basically just do a rundown of how I got to this point. So I'm going to set this aside. And I have this regular, I think it's 11 by 8.5, and I cut it down so when it's folded, it's a 5 by 7 card. Upon the card base, you can see there's what looks like, and it is cardboard. What I took is a piece of cardboard that I got from my Ningxia Red box from Young Living. Has my really yummy Ningxia juice in it. But how I got it separated is if you can see, there's 2 ribs of cardboard. So I tried to preserve one rib, and it didn't really want to come off in 2 pieces. So I basically just kind of tried to take off one entire side of the ribs. So I ended up this is the back side, which was one of the scrap piece. So this is that side. I completely tore off all that. And then on this side, I found, because I was very gently going between those ribs and peeling the paper back, and it worked kind of, but I wanted it to get off a lot faster. And I noticed that if you use a needle tool, and it may work, I haven't really tried it this way, but what I did with this is I just ran up and down each ribbed row, and it will work if you don't want to peel it off a first layer. It is a little tough, I'm noticing, but when I had done it the first time, I had just peeled off as much as I could. So now I have to get rid of this, and it's really thin, pretty easy to pop off. It works a lot better than trying to peel this off individually. So clear that off. Ta-da. Ended up with a full square of this stuff, and I basically just kind of hand tore it. Just hand tore it how I wanted. About the size that I wanted. Nothing special on the trimming. This is just a single piece of ribbon. I made a slit here and a slit here. Looks like I need to adjust that. A cream off-white and a thin brown. So this piece that goes inserts here originally looked like this. You see, that's the rest of the image right there. Pretty, huh? So how I got this, the color that it is I took coffee. This has been sitting out for a while, so it's kind of evaporated a lot more. But what I did is I took the paper and I just dribbled on. Ooh, that is coffee paste. I dribbled on, and it was a lot thinner than this. And I just kind of smeared it around with my spoon. And then I dumped back away what I didn't want, and I just let it soak into the paper. And to speed up the process, I used my heat gun to dry it up. That is a really nice color, actually. So I recommend boiling your coffee till you either get a paste like this or let it sit out for a day. I still have little coffee grounds in there, my little coffee chunks. Yummy! But it don't really matter. You just need the liquid, and that is a really pretty brown. It's almost Like the other paper, I had to apply it at least 3 or 4 times, a couple different layers. Get the chunks off. And when I was drying it, I also aired the back of it so that it would be less wrinkly, less wavy, less curvy. See how it's wanting to curve? So I just dried it on the back too. And then in some parts of the other one, which I will put that right there, some parts of the other one you can see there's some thick lines and stuff. I just pooled on a little bit of the liquid, and it was a lot thinner than that, so I was able to make it run around, and then I was drying it as it was pooling around, so it had kind of like right in here how it is a little bit thicker. Kind of like that. And I'm sure you could probably spot coffee stain this if you want. Now this works a lot better than just brewing regular coffee, putting it in a bucket and dripping your paper in, because you're going to get a lot better color this way, and you have more control of it. And it's I think it's a lot less messy. I think this is funner too, this way. But, you know, it's just my opinion. I'm sure you could also do it with a brush and do it in certain areas, not all areas. It's just a really nice staining. It does really well with aging, making the paper look older, like stain and vintage and stuff. So if you wanted a lighter look, you like right in here, you just want to just do lightly brewed. This, I guess you could say, was heavily brewed, overly steeped. Okay, so and I was in the search for staining techniques. I know coffee worked the best, and at the time I didn't realize that I had coffee. So I was thinking, let's use tea, because my husband drinks a lot of tea. He leaves his tea bags out on when he takes them out, and I noticed that they stain like the paper towel that he uses. So this I actually used tea for. I think I went back over with coffee grounds, but the coffee water, but I don't think it didn't change the color that much. Here's the original. Okay, maybe it did. Here's the original paper I cut them from, and I actually didn't dip this in the water. I took the tea bag after I drained it and dabbed it on here, which got me good color, although it kind of scuffed up the paper a bit, which is not what you usually want, because it kind of wears out the paper. I also stamped it with Versamark ink before I did anything to the white paper. This is actually originally white paper, and I stamped it with clear embossing powder that has glitter in it. So when the tea took, it kind of made the letters a little bit darker than the white paper, but it's still completely contrasting with the paper background. And then I took my scissors and I roughed up the edges, and then I took my Timber Brown StazOn and I dabbed the edges to make it a little darker so it'd stand out.
Oh, there you are. Thanks for watching, and please check out the completion video of the completion of the card that is completed, as well as check out my blog, and have a great day. And seriously, in all honesty, if you have not yet subscribed, then you should do so with the pudding. Subscribe.